Well, some things are better told before being asked, and Barija Andrew on ground is going to be bringing us more up to speed with the fact that businesses this very year in regards to business scaling. How will people have to live with the business community and the challenges that are attached to it? Barija Andrew on ground.
Welcome to Smart Main's Business on Ground. I'm Andrew Barije, and today we are discussing the aspect of skilling in business. Did you know that actually you need a skill to market your skill, which you already have? And today we want to discover what are those specific business skills that are relevant to any person that is doing something out there to earn an income out of it. And I'm right here at Enterprise Uganda. I'm going to get in touch with Mr. Ronald Mukasa. He's the leader of research and learning at Enterprise Uganda, giving us this discussion regarding how best somebody can actually acquire these skills. Mr. Ronald, you're welcome on Smart Means Business on Ground. Just 1-2 minutes introduction.
Thank you so much, Andrew. I want to thank Smart24 for the opportunity and for the work you are doing in the business community, and to kind of celebrate the Christmas season which we're in and the New Year with the people who are watching us. I want to thank those who have joined us. So as I've been introduced, my name is Ronald Mukasa. I lead research and learning at Enterprise Uganda. Enterprise Uganda is an institution that supports small and medium businesses and all people in business to grow their businesses. We work on what we call the business advisory skills, and really what that entails is helping the business owner with the software of the business. How do you make sure that you navigate your business in order to win? So that's really what we do here at Enterprise Uganda.
Now, let's briefly assess the relevancy of business skills when it comes to growth and development of one's career.
I think the point is that any person who runs business already knows that it is a journey. It is a journey. You deal with how to start the business, then you deal with the growth pains, how to grow the business, then you deal with how to sustain the business. You may deal with how to hand over the business, to sell it or to hand it over to the next generation, succession planning. So all those are kind of part of your business journey. So irrespective of where a business owner currently is, there is a clear need, knowledge need at that point. And every business owner has to go out of their way to ensure that they're finding the right kind of knowledge. And not just finding the right kind of knowledge, they are also going an extra mile to ensure that they are using and kind of practicing those best practices that they have learned from other entrepreneurs, from business support organizations, so that their businesses can be able to grow.
Well, now, probably if you are out there, I would want to know what are those specific skills that are needed in business for any person. I could be a pharmacist, I could be a doctor, but what are those skills that I should have in mind if I'm to sell my doctorate, my doctor skill out there to the people, and I start to earn money from it?
I think there are quite a number of skills that a business owner will need. I think a few which come to mind, I'll summarize them in about 4 or 5 ideas. I think the first thing which the business owner needs is, what skills do I need as a leader? You are the business leader, you are the vision bearer, you are the one who motivates the team to keep going. So you need to ask yourself, do I have those skills to be able to see where we are going, to be able to transform that vision into practical small pieces which I can be able to hand over to my team to be able to execute. So you need the skills that empower you as a leader. And it's very important to notice that for us who work for you in your business, we need you to lead us, and that is one of your key jobs. And leading doesn't mean doing. Sometimes leading means enabling me to be able to do the job which I need to do. So that's certainly one of them. Then you have to have skills of managing people. People are very critical to any business. Usually most businesses will start, you start as an individual, you are a one-man or one-woman show. But with time, you kind of deploy people. And when you get people into your team, at that point, you also need to see which skill set do I actually need. So there are skills which are around managing. people. Then their skills around operations and systems. Anything has a process. If it is making a meal, there is a process. What does it take for a restaurant to have lunch ready at 1 o'clock? When do you start? What things need to be in order, and how are they arranged? And why you need a system, and this is one of the big challenges many of our businesses have, is because in the absence of a system, the system is what you transfer to someone else. It's what you transfer to your employees. So if I come to you and ask for a job in your restaurant, if I don't know what time I'm supposed to wake up to be able to have a meal at lunch at 1 o'clock, then I might wake up at 8, and then at lunchtime there are no meals. Or I could do things in a different way. So all entrepreneurs, many times they're very good at doing it themselves. So the system is, you are the system. But you need to make sure that that has also been institutionalized and and there is a clear process that this is what we do. This follows this, this follows this. If you're running a clinic, what happens when a patient enters? What things do we take? Do you take temperature? Do you take this? That's all part of the business operations and the systems. And in there, I'll touch on technology. A lot of technology is a very strong enabler in terms of operations and systems. So you need to ask yourself, what technologies am I bringing on board to be able to do that? So you have to manage the people, you have to understand systems. And then you certainly also need to manage the customer, what they call customer service, customer care. It is critical to be able to have the capacity to give value to the customer the first time they come, but to be able to continuously give value to the customer. So if a customer came yesterday, are they happy with the service? Will they come back again? And there's a whole array of skills you need to be able to kind of acquire as an entrepreneur, also with your team, so that you can be able to give continuous value to the customer. Then finally, certainly money. Managing the finance, the understanding of money, both your business money and the business money and your personal money. It's critical that you kind of work around that space and be able to manage it well. Many businesses, this is where shortcomings come. So you could think about, and in there are many specific skills you're looking at. But for me, those are a few of the overarching areas which an entrepreneur should focus on.
Okay, thank you very much for that. And maybe if I may ask, what are those let's take a look at real life scenarios where we see people that have actually obtained the skills you've just mentioned about, and they have worked out for them. Or probably you could give examples as Enterprise Uganda. What are those of your products that you know that this person came here and now he's here? He got these skills, now he's here. Something like that.
So as Enterprise Uganda, we deal with the entire spectrum of MSMEs. We deal with people who are starting up, and we have products which are focused on startups, and they're focused. We have a premium product called Best, which focuses on getting you to actually start. It's a product which challenges you to step out and start. There are many people who have been starting. The year is ending. There are people who say this year I'm going to start, and the year is actually coming to an end. So there is that. We have products which kind of rotate in that area. Then we equally have products which are for businesses which are growing, and some of those products are very specific. Something on financial management, something on human resource management, something on customer care. All those are very specific products which help entrepreneurs at different points in the journey. Now you may not need a specific thing at a specific time, but in 3 months or in 6 months or in 2 years, you will need it. So we make sure that we give a cocktail of products which support entrepreneurs to be able to do that.
Wow, very interesting. We are looking at the business skills, what really it takes for you to be, what are those specific skills that you need as a person that is pursuing whatever career, regardless of what you know? You need to know how to sell it out to the public. It's very, very essential. Mr. Mkasa, now let's talk about the aspect of, yes, we've talked about the skilling, but then why do we still have why are most of our businesses still on micro level? Because medium, large enterprises, I don't think we are not yet there. If you're to look at the income, the worth of most of the businesses in Uganda, why are they ranging in micro? It is okay to start like that, but the gradual increase is, at some point it reaches a time and it's stunted. What could be the cause?
I think there are a number of reasons which cause businesses not to grow as they should or as fast as they should. Some of them are external to the business environment in which the businesses are operating. Some of them are internal to the business. And it's important that any entrepreneur appreciates what are external to me and what are internal to me, and makes an effort to make sure you manage both. We have very little control as entrepreneurs over the external environment, and there is effort. There could be a real effort to improve that. And I think that the gist of government interventions has to focus on making sure that business environment is right. But at an entrepreneur level, at a farm level, you the entrepreneur, you need to make sure that you are winning in spite of the environment. So when you think about growth, for example, you may start as a small business and possibly even start out of your home.
Yes, exactly.
And within a couple of, when you start trading, if you have been making a product and you want to take it to the supermarket, for example, the supermarket will say, are you registered? Now, at that point, as an entrepreneur, you need to make sure, have I stepped up and be able to harness this new market? Because the supermarket owner is not going to put your product on the shelf unless it is certified or it is trusted. So what that really means for us is that you, the entrepreneur, need to say, am I going to step up? And sometimes businesses stop at that level. The market is there, they're going, but there is a glass ceiling. And efforts have to be made to make sure that such glass ceilings are kind of, and support to be able to get registered with the National Bureau of Standards, or support to be able to make sure you get a TIN number with the Uganda Revenue Authority. All those are very important things, so that the business doesn't get blocked to be able to harness the new market. But that means, but also the entrepreneur has to choose to say, you know what, I'm going to go into this new space, which may come with constraints. You may not need to hire an accounts assistant. But when you start having to file your taxes, it's inevitable. That cost has to come up and you have to hire an accounts assistant so that you can be able to remain in the market. So you find that as businesses grow, they find new challenges. A business may grow to a point of exporting. And when you are exporting, the rules are different. The requirements and the standards needed by the markets which you're accessing are different. And when you get to that and knock the door and they say, you know what, we like your pineapples and we want to bring them in, but they need to be able to fulfill this. The entrepreneur needs to go back and make sure it's done. Now, it's very important that any business which is starting puts this in their mind, even when they are starting, that on my growth journey, there are going to be different things that I need at different points. Because many times you find entrepreneurs saying, I want to operate in the way I have been operating. But as you grow and as you become bigger, chances are that comfort zone needs to be eliminated. Even in terms of recruitment, you start with family members and you recruit your son, your daughter. but a time reaches and you need to recruit a professional out there, and you have to say, how can I recruit the right person and bring them into the business? When the business crosses that barrier and manages to do that, you find that usually success really starts following them. So in my opinion, the entrepreneur has to do a lot of work to make sure that they foresee which barriers am I going to face, and then they work around making sure they maneuver around them. And there are a number of organizations that support in the entrepreneur ecosystem, that support entrepreneurs to navigate them. But the key person who has to make that decision is the entrepreneur to say, I have to move on to the next level.
Thank you so much, Mr. Mukasa, for this. It was very great interaction. Yes, it's been Smart Means Business on Ground, but as he's been sharing, I got something so interesting, very, very mysterious, and I believe an entrepreneur out there, it's very important. At every stage of your business, there are things that you need, and there are things you don't need to. So if you don't do, there is a level you reach at your business, and there are certain steps you have to do, that if you don't do them, it won't grow. And however, there are things you may do for your business, yet it's not yet the right time for you to do them. That will also hinder the growth of that business, because you are going too faster. You're going faster than, can I say, you're running faster than how you're actually running, actually. So you get to realize there is no proper balance. This is Smart Means Business on Ground, Andrew Barije.
Well, that is it for skilling. And of course, the government has for long been reminding Ugandans to focus more on the skilling, and of course, the universities to as well skill. And because skilling does look like the only opportunity that will be providing room for the unemployed young people in Uganda. So exactly the same thing that we should be focusing on in 2023 is to add to the skill. At least every new day, try to learn something new and skill yourself up in just every new month for the 12 that are yet to come. You never know what that skill will add to your life, or what you will be engaging, or the people that you will be engaging with, the skills that you'll be having, the multiple skills, if I may put it in that way. Well, adding onto your skills, you can as well add onto your investments by utilizing the Zabo platforms. Whereas the markets are open now, use the USSD code *292#. It's a no hassle for you. It is very simple and quite very, very interesting for you to kickstart your investment journey. Altex East Africa says to do something new, and it is actually powered by Zabo. Zabo, my money, my future. So you can use a minimum of 15,000 Ugandan shillings to kickstart your investment journey, and it will definitely be that simple. And of course, Zabo says, my money, my future. So kickstart your investment today and let that investment account for you as an individual. Zabo says, my money, my future. The markets are open at 8:15 a.m., closed at 3:15 p.m. East African Standard Time. They're only closed during the weekends and on public holidays. But the rest of the days, you're ready to invest. And as I sign out, wishing you a blessed day, keep your investments running with Zabo. I'm Jerome Paul Sonko. This is Smart Means Business. Many thanks for joining us from wherever you've been from 6:30 a.m. till now. We've got 6 minutes to the top of the hour. Follow me up on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram at Jerome Paul Sonko, Smart24 TV on Twitter, and Smart24 TV official on Facebook, Instagram, and Smart24_TV. And pretty much the website is www.smart24.tv, the website. And then our YouTube channel is Smart24 TV Live. For more of any missed program or any interview, we have more of the business outlets that will be coming up tonight in Business Today. Have yourselves a fruitful business day. Good morning.